Well, hello, Sag. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. All right, Sagittarius, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you today. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay. First card here is the Two of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Strength card. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's get your last one. And the Seven of Swords. Oh, you have problems with trust issues. Ace of Swords is really good. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. All right, so let me tell you what I'm saying here. I do feel like for some of you, this does talk about your money. I usually do not say that. Of course, I see other things with that Two of Pentacles. And I've told you before about instability, mental, okay, instability in different areas in your life. Yes, that has been an issue, and some of you are still presently in that position. Okay, having instability with your money, your emotions, that type of thing. Okay. Now here with the Page of Wands, this is definitely letting me know that you're having some anxiety about something. There's something that you're very, very anxious about. You know, part of the Page of Wands does talk about a spark, something that makes you happy. But even looking at this card, you're looking at something very intently, something that somebody will send you, a message or something like that is what this looks like to me. Someone will send you some type of message, or maybe you're communicating in some kind of way. But whatever it is, okay, it doesn't have to be communication. I don't necessarily see communication with the Page of Wands, but I feel like this is you researching something, okay, getting kind of anxious about what you're seeing, okay? Because we kind of see that with this Ace of Swords, which is clarity, something that you find out, okay? But that's what I'm saying here. I do feel like, I've told you this before about you being able to get rid of any type of past memories, hurts, that type of thing. And this is not for everyone, because some things some of y'all really have trauma, okay? But you're so strong, okay? And I have to tell you this at this point, because you need strength, right? In order to move forward and to continue on in life, you need it, okay? And I see you being very, very strong. Here with the Seven of Swords, like I said before, even though there are things that you've been through, you're still not very trusting of people, and I feel like it does have something to do with what you've already experienced. But I do feel like there could be somebody that's kind of sneaky in your life, could be. Because right after that was the Ace of Swords, so you're gonna find out, maybe someone said something about you, or someone is doing something behind your back, or someone's trying to steal something. It could be anything like that. Oh, you're gonna find out about it, okay? You not trusting people, yes, you have a reason to, okay? So this is not one of those things where the therapist tell you, oh, you need to open up and trust people. No, you have reasons not to trust people. But either way, like I said, I do see that you're going to be very victorious in overcoming anything that you come against. And that is so amazing, because we all have problems, Sagittarius. All of us are living in this system, and all of us are being are affected by what's going on around us, okay? So I just want you to be clear about what we talked about with that Two of Pentacles. I still sense some instability. In different areas, emotional, mentally, and financially, okay? But I do see, though, that there is going to be some type of clarity, some type of victory here, okay, for you. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get some more cards here for you, Sag. Yeah, see, I told you anxiety, right? And it didn't come out with that card. I just felt it. So much anxiety. Some of you are not even sleeping. This is why I said, some instability here. What are you afraid of? Something that you're afraid of. And I do feel like some of you could be pregnant or have a child. Maybe some of your children are not. Your children could be cutting up. But yeah, I'm seeing that with the Empress I do feel like, you know what? I see a baby boy or a young man, young child, a son here who's very mischievous. Is that how you say it? Who's very mischievous. And I do see that for some of you, your children are listening to your conversation, so just be careful about that. They, you know, it's like they're kind of sneaky. I'm also seeing here that your family, you want a very strong family because you haven't had a strong family. It's something always about your family that's always standing up, that's standing out in your reading. A lot of you have, you know, instability because you had unstable homes. And there's things that are triggering you, things that are triggering your instability. It could be love, because this is not even really a love reading. Yeah, do I see it? Yes. But it's like it's things that have been happening in your life that have triggered you in different areas, your anxiety, your anger, your fear. It's just that type of thing. You were dealing with someone who was not available for you. It was, you know, to me, it looks like it was only superficial. It was only sex, right? You know, you could have been sneaking around. They could have been sneaking around, something like that. Somebody could have had a family, or they were in a long-term committed relationship. Now, I do see someone miss you. I do see that, but they're not available. Yeah, 4 of Wands. Somebody could have been married, or you could have been married. I see new love here. This is what you really need. You really need love, self-love and love. That's what's missing from your heart. We're going to go ahead and clarify some of these cards. We're going to see what's going to come out here. I see stability eventually. The beginning of the reading was talking about instability, right? But then in the future, it talks about a home, comfort, stability. Finally, that is what you're going to be able to achieve, okay? But like I said, there is someone in your family that's pretty sneaky or lying to you, or someone in your family that you don't trust. Yes, it could be a partner. It's someone that you don't trust right now. And that could be why some of you could be sneaking out of the house, dealing with someone, dealing with another lover. Let's go ahead. Let's get that Page of Wands. Yeah, so I do see that there has been conflict here with someone, with different people. It could be a particular person. It could be, again, your children. It could be a spouse or a lover, whoever it is. It's been a lot of conflict here, and you are shutting down. You are not opening up. You refuse to open up right now. Some of you, when you do get upset, you just refuse to open up. You don't want to open up. Because if you do open up, you're going to explode, okay? I can sense the anger. And again, remember we talked about this has something to do with childhood, wounds. Yeah, so I do feel like, having enough strength to move forward. And you will. The worst part is over with here. You always know that's what I say with the Ten of Swords. But you do still feel the effects of the backstabbing and the hurt and the pain. Oh, no, you still feel the effects of that, okay? Let's go ahead. Let's get this Seven of Swords here for Sagittarius. I keep seeing a Strength card. Some of you are dealing with a Leo. Or, something like that. A Leo that may be in love with you, or you could be in love with a Leo. Some of you are sneaking out with someone, or sneaking with someone that you still have feelings for. Empress, or they're sneaking out with you. Yeah, your money is a little unstable. It'll get better though. I do see some financial difficulties with some of you. Ten of Pentacles. I do see that some of you, somebody's in a long-term committed relationship. There was a third party all up in this reading. A lot of heartbreak. Some of you are just devastated at the fact that you can't be with the person that you thought was your person. You know, you're like, hey, this is my spiritual counterpart. And there's something in a way. Your person feels it as well, but they're not leaving. It doesn't look like they're leaving their person for you. Four of Wands. Or you could be in a long term. Yeah, somebody's sneaking out of the house. Somebody's sneaking because there is another person. There's somebody that they're living with, or someone that you could be living with, or something like that. Because someone is sneaking out of the house dealing with somebody. Okay? And I'm trying to figure out, you know, I see the anxiety in the past, but like, what's going on? Why is this still here? This person keeps coming back into your life. You know, you get very frustrated when they leave, and then when they come back, you still get frustrated because you again, I keep talking about that trigger. You know, this situation that you're in is triggering abandonment issues. A lot of you feel unloved. This is the reason why I say you have to start loving yourself, because there's something going on here with you, Sag. Okay. You know, outside of that, I see some of you are going to be moving. I do see that. I see your home is going to change in some kind of way. Yeah, you do have anxiety over financial issues, but that is going to change. Okay. Things will get better. I do feel like there's going to be an advantage that you're going to have, or you're going to get someone that's going to come in and help you. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this is what I have for you here, Sagittarius. I may have a part 2 for you where it's going to only be love. We're going to go a little bit deeper into the reading. But this is what I have. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for coming back to my channel. Again, if you are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you back here again soon. Bye.